Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Dove Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Tony, welcome to Gun.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Tony, 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 Tony,
Tony. You know, Tony.
Tony.
Tony Walker!
Tony Walker. Tony Walker, everybody. Stand up, Tony. Where are you? Tony Walker. Thank you so much.
but I really like Tony.
Forget about it.
Tony is a wonderful guy. Tony is wonderful. Tony is wonderful. Tony is a wonderful guy.
Tony, Tony, pup, Tony, Tony, pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 Tony. Pup, pup, pup. Tony, 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 pup. Tony, pup. Tony, 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 pup, 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 pup. Tony, Tony. Tony, Tony. Tony, 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 Tony. 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 Tony, 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 Tony.
Sorry. Hi, everybody. It is Tuesday. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Bear with me a second. The YouTube page, the Facebook channel, all that good stuff. Wherever you watch it, we ask that you share the link. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Thanks for watching. Please follow the page, subscribe to the page, do all that social media stuff. We're glad you're here with us today. We're going to play some Tuesday trivia soon. Don't mind me. I'm just doing some last-minute adjustments. I do believe the internet is still working good, so that's always a good thing. So that's nice. Hi, everybody. It's me. Don't worry. Diane is on her way. I don't know if there was an accident or something, but she's stuck in traffic, and she actually sent me. I'll show you. She's actually sent me a picture of the. I guess this is her Waze. You see, look at all that going north. Look at it, it's all red. So I don't know, and that's what I think that's the Wanto Parkway. I think that's the Wanto Parkway. I'm not sure. It might be the Seafood Oyster Bay Expressway. I'm not sure. Either way, she's working on getting here. So Diane is on her way. We have some stuff to discuss with her. So in the meantime, it's just me. Sorry. So hope everybody's well. Again, I'm very excited that the internet finally seems to be working. John Rusciello, good morning. Buckwheat, good morning, Romeo. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Ann. Nice to see everybody. Thanks for joining us. So Diane will be here shortly. I've been promising you guys an interview with actor Bill Smitrovich. Great actor, probably best known for his time on the TV show Life Goes On, about a boy with Down syndrome. That was in the late 80s, I think that show was. I did finally get the interview with Bill Smitrovich yesterday. I was joking with him yesterday that I think there's more. I think it's easier to list shows he hasn't been in as opposed to shows he has been in. He's been in everything: Independence Day, The West Wing, Crime Story. He was on the pilot for Miami Vice. 13 Days. I mean, it's just so many things that he was in. So we did the interview yesterday. We recorded it, and it's we're gonna do it. We're gonna show it to you guys this Sunday. Be another bonus Knock 'em Dead comedy episode. this Sunday at 11 a.m. Bill could talk. He could talk. But it was fine. He even admitted at some points that, maybe he was boring us, but, I think just as he was starting to get there, that's when he realized it and he would back off. So he, he liked to talk, but it was fine. I found it very interesting. We had a couple of laughs. He told some interesting stories about, different points of his career. I thought it was a lot of fun. And for me, I've always respected him as an actor. So it was it was a bit of a personal thrill to talk to him. So it was cool. Long Island traffic, so surprising. No, John, at this time of day, for it to be red like that, no, that's not normal Long Island traffic. And is Florida really that much better? I'm thinking it's an accident. It's a rainy day here today. Yeah, I'm thinking it was an accident. It's supposed to be raining. It was raining yesterday, today. I think maybe tomorrow starts to taper off. Next week, I think it's starting next Monday. We got like 3 or 4 days that are going to be pushing 100 degrees. So that's going to suck. I'll be living in here with the AC. The AC is blowing directly on me, which I like. And next Tuesday night, I'm going to the Met game. Hopefully it'll be, it's a night game, so hopefully it'll be a little cooled off. So no Hershey and the Keegs next week because I won't be here. Hershey and the Keegs are on tonight, and I do believe Chris Roach is starting his show tonight. I do believe it's happening tonight. I heard from him late last night saying he's going to do it. So I think it's called The Psychology of Fuckery. I don't know who's doing the show with him. I don't know if it's a half hour or an hour or 5 minutes. I have no idea. I don't know if it's every week or once a year. I have no idea what Chris Roach is doing. But so I'll be watching with you guys tonight as I'm engineering it. And, we'll be figuring it all out together. So that's tonight. Andrew Fremder, 100 degrees gives me butterfly balls. What the hell does that mean? What's butterfly balls? I mean, when it's hot like that, the balls are hanging low and they're just sticking and sweaty and gross. Scott, Tony, when you asked your guest yesterday if he had a job and he said no, the follow-up question should be, is your bed also a race car? All right, let's not go there, Scott. I think I think we know why. There's no job. He doesn't have a job. So let's leave it at that. He's trying hard as a comedian. He's working hard. So we give him credit. I did get a little nervous yesterday at one point when he kind of froze up on me. But he actually wrote back to me and apologized. He wrote to me after the show and apologized. It's probably towards the end of the show. And I asked him if he wanted to show something that he brought, and I don't know what happened there. He just kind of spaced out. But he apologized. He said he only got 3.5 hours sleep when he showed up here. And so he said he just wasn't really feeling good. So I think he was a little thrown too because he was expecting Tyler and Jeff because he knows them. He doesn't really know me. So, I think that threw him a little bit to find out that they weren't here. Tyler, just flying. I think I'm going to go to Mexico. Let's see. I got the afternoon free. Maybe I'll fly out to Italy to my father's house. All right. Let's see. Andrea is watching. Hello, Andrea. Good morning, everyone. That is the title. I've read it. LOL. What? The title of what? What are we talking about? Andrea, I rarely know what you're talking about. Fremder, morning, my green eggs and Ann. Oh, my goodness. All right. So while we're waiting on Diane, let's see. What do we got here? All right. Let's see. So we're gonna do Tuesday trivia in a little while. All right. Let's see. I have my list of random facts. Let's see. All right. Hello, Ken Freeberg. Scott, he did a good job, and you did a good job too. Thank you. Romeo says you handled that situation yesterday perfectly. Yeah, you remember that particular spot where he just kind of froze up? I'll admit flat out, I got a little nervous. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know if he was having a stroke, or things were going to get violent. Like, I didn't know what was happening. But I just let him have a second. It was a little awkward, and I didn't say anything to you guys. I didn't try to deflect. I just sat here quietly for a second, let him have a moment, and he bounced back just fine, I think. So, I don't know. The credit goes to him for pulling himself together. All right, so let's see. I got some random facts that we'll talk about here. From there, butterfly balls is when each of your balls stick to your leg. Let me rephrase that. Batwing balls. Well, my left ball sticks to my left leg. The right ball doesn't really have anything to stick to. It's not going to stick to the prosthetic. The prosthetic comes all the way up. Yeah, this is the top of it right here. Right. Hi, there's my belly. It comes right here. So my balls are, down here. So the right ball isn't sticking to that. But it stinks because, like, right now, like when I'm sitting, I can feel the edge of it, rubbing against, the crease of the leg and the belly. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think she's here. I heard the door open. I heard it. There she is.
I'm so glad you left the door open and didn't have to run out to the knock. It's not like anybody's going to come in and steal you or anything.
Well,
who would come in and steal you?
Plenty of people.
Well, think about this. So if somebody bangs on the door, you're going to open it anyway. It's not like you're saying who is it.
True.
They're going to get you either way.
No. I am under strict orders to keep that door closed. Honest.
I know you
I used to keep it open for people like yourself that are coming in.
Hi, everybody.
Diane's here. Thank God, because I had no idea what I was talking about before you got here.
Oh, okay.
I was all messed up. I used to keep it open, and then they came to me one day. No, you got to keep it closed.
You got to close it.
Yeah. Were you here for that?
Steal something? No.
No, it's not that. They actually said to keep rodents out. That's what they said to me.
Well, you do have the little
place next door,
right next door, and the dumpsters out. Yeah. Okay. All right. Keep the rodents out. But it was closed. It wasn't open. It was just not locked.
Yes, but sometimes wind and
there were sneaky little critters.
They know when it's unlocked. There's smart critters here in Levittown. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You look fantastic.
Thank
That's
you.
a great dress.
Thank you.
See, now I couldn't function before you got here because I'm just used to you being here, and now I won't be able to function.
And the best part of the dress, and I know everybody tells me I shouldn't do this, but
best
it
part
just
of the
makes
dress
me
is
so
you.
happy. The best part of this dress is that I paid like $6 for it.
That's the best part?
I love that.
Oh, well, no, that is fantastic, but that's not the best part.
Love it.
So do I. So what happened? Was there an accident?
I don't know. I stopped, and I was like, oh.
And
because I always I'm last minute Nelly anyway, and now I'm like, oh, so I said, Siri, give me directions to Governor's Comedy Club, just so I could see what was up ahead, and all I saw was this big red line, and I had no idea what it was. So I got off at One Tor Avenue. That was That was about Broadway, Massapequa, where it started, and it took me that long. Yeah, so.
And the red line was that the 135 or the Wanto?
No, that's Southern State Parkway.
No, the red line was going north.
No, it wasn't. It was. I was on the Southern State Parkway. The snapshot I
sent
you.
Right,
No,
but then
the red line was the Southern State Parkway heading east.
I'll bet you. See, look.
No, it wanted me to make a right. I was on Southern State Parkway, and it wanted me. That was going to be my next. Get off at Wantaw Parkway, but it was red, so I got off over here.
But Wantaw Parkway goes east. Is that do you set it that way or
it
something?
Wanted me to make a right.
No, I get that.
Oh yes, so this shows the direction I'm heading.
Oh, okay.
Right? So I
Yeah.
was heading east. That's so
Yep,
north would be
okay.
that way.
Got it. Got it.
All I knew was there was a big red line, and I didn't stay on long enough to figure out why.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
So-
I'm thinking because of the rain, and that's
falling.
not your a red line like that at 11 o'clock. That's
That's not normal.
no, not at all. So I figured. All right. I figured there's an accident. Andrea is all excited that Diane's here. Wow. That's kind of hot.
Hi, everybody.
All right. Let me.
Is Romeo here?
Of course, Romeo is
okay.
here.
Hi, Romeo.
And we'll get to Romeo in a second.
Okay.
We'll get to that in a second. I just want to read comments real quick. So Andrea said earlier, where is it? Good morning, everyone. That is the title. I've read it. So I didn't know what she was talking about. I think she. Oh, good Lord. Actually, the title a bit different. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Andrea, I have no idea what we're talking about. Kenny Freeberg, Liberty playing in the Netherlands with a Billy Joel tribute band. So Angry Young Man. Excellent. Okay, Kenny. So I guess Liberty DeVito's in the Netherlands. And you saw a video of him playing Angry Young Man? Okay. Fremder, what a sexy belly. I was talking about my prosthetic, and I lift, and I don't know, I went like that to
some
some
skin today.
I did.
Look
I
at
did.
you.
Good morning. Thank you, dear Diane. Diane says, yay, Diane is here. Vicky is here. Hi, Vicky. Fremder, don't lie. You keep the door closed because Mike Delaney lurks out there. You mean
Mickey?
Mickey.
Mickey lives far away.
He's in Seattle.
Yeah.
I sure hope he's not lurking out there.
He's way on the other side.
That would be one hell of a lurk. All right, so speaking of Romeo, we're going to get a little dicey here.
Uh-oh, what'd he do?
But I'm actually kind of excited about this because this might finally be the wedge that breaks you and Romeo up.
Not going to happen.
Oh,
But go ahead.
Romeo wants us to talk about this past Friday's Met game.
Okay.
This past Friday's Met game was Pride Night.
Okay.
A lot of people are up in arms because apparently while a woman was singing the national anthem on the big giant screen in center field, the Mets were showing the pride flag and not the American flag.
Okay.
So there are plenty of people out there that are like, yelling and screaming and want death to the Mets. And
The things that people choose to be upset about.
All right, so yeah,
boggles my mind.
So
Okay.
right, give us your.
And I know he's upset about that.
Oh, he's terribly upset about it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what to say about it.
Oh, there must be something.
I'm not upset about it, but that's okay. Everybody, listen, that's why we live where we live. Be upset about what you want to be upset about. I just don't really.
Wow, that is the most peaceful answer.
Listen. I get it. The people they put all this thing in this flag, in this symbol of what? But that's what it is. It's a symbol.
All right. Well, let me.
For me.
Yeah.
For me, I would rather be a good American, a good person, and the symbol. Just because I stand or don't stand during the national anthem, does not, for me, depict whether or not I'm a good American. What do I do for other people? What do I do every single day to make life better for the people around me? That's what makes me a good American. Whether or not I stand, first of all, is nobody's business. And that's it. Doesn't calculate, doesn't say anything about a human to me at all. And most people who cry about it are the people who are during the Super Bowl are playing or with their friends, drinking their beer, eating their snacks, not even listening to the national anthem. Don't even tell me. I know there are some people who stand during the national anthem because every Super Bowl party I go to, there's always one or two.
Sure.
But the other 50 people in the room are not. They're talking to their buddy, they're drinking their beer, and they're the first ones to go, oh, he knelt, or they didn't stand, or he didn't put his hand over his heart, or they put their hand in the wrong place, or they used the wrong hand. Who cares? I don't care.
There is some unwritten rule somewhere that if you're watching the national anthem on TV, you don't.
That's because everybody makes the rules that apply to that in a way that makes them comfortable.
Yeah.
It's total bullshit. All of it.
Let me just clarify something before I go any further. All right, John, I'm going to speak for John. He's not upset about the pride flag.
He's said that they didn't show the American, flag as well. And I think personally that that's a mistake. So I will agree that they probably should have shown both.
Oh, okay.
No, I would agree with him.
I didn't know what you meant by mistake. Okay.
Yeah, right. So that's all. Just to because it's a Mets game. It's a nationally broadcast thing. It's what people are expecting.
Yeah.
Right during the national anthem or whatever, and I think there's a responsibility to the network and to whoever to show that. And I don't think they're mutually exclusive. Why do you have to show one and not the other? Why can't you show both?
Well, all right. Here's the thing. So we're not talking about the network. This was at the actual game on the screen.
Okay. No,
so
I understand.
okay.
But they know it's broadcast. It's televised, and people are going to see it. And the people, and not just that. Even if it wasn't broadcast, the people in the stadium, I would say a vast majority, have come to expect that that's what you would show. But the flag was flying, I'm certain, at the stadium. They just weren't showing it on the screen.
And that's right. That's actually what I was going to bring up. I've been to plenty of...
So it is the broadcasters. Whoever was working the camera didn't show both flags. And they should have.
John...
So that's that guy's mistake.
John, call back on the studio line, if you don't mind. Because, if you're going to start yelling and screaming, I want to... Yeah. That's exactly where I was going to go. I've been to plenty of games where you have the actual flag, and that's what you're facing.
Right.
And then the scoreboard will show the flag. It'll show somebody in the crowd. It'll show the singer. It'll show the planes.
Correct. All different things.
Right. So to me,
that was just a judgment call by whoever was running the cameras at the time. It's not depictive of what the Mets think or the organization thinks, or even the network.
Well, yeah, my guess is that it's a Major League Baseball decision, actually, but
whichever.
But I don't know if they just showed that the whole time, or if they were. That was just one of the things they showed.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I can't speak to it.
All right, just calm down. Calm down.
First of all, good morning, my love. Good morning.
How you sweet? First of all, good morning, my love. How are you?
I'm good.
How's Anthony? How's Anthony?
He's good. He's
good.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got me so worked up about this. I forgot what phone I was using or what phone I was calling.
That's okay.
It's not, guys. It's not about the gay flag.
We know
showing.
that.
I have no problem with the gay flag. It's showing it while the national anthem was being sung.
That we just covered that. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
but let me ask you this then, because
that is a disgrace. That is a disgrace and it's disrespect to our country.
All right,
which this country gave the freedom of all these organizations, not only the Gay Pride, but every other organizations, to speak freely. Well, this is not Russia. This is not a third world country. There's nothing wrong with that. But show respect to the country when the national anthem, the symbol of our country, all right, is being played.
All right, let me ask you two things. All right, now, first off, what they're showing on the screen. Let's just say, for argument's sake, it is the American flag that they're showing on the screen. If you're at the game, that is not what you're standing and facing at the game. There's an actual flag, that's up in the outfield. So that's what everybody faces.
That's correct. I understand that. And I've been to games, but the flag is shown for the television audiences. That's on the Tron.
That's incorrect. What's on the Tron is not what people are seeing at home. That they're
Usually
two different.
not.
They're two different feeds.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. All right. The bottom line is this. Okay. When somebody's singing the national anthem, okay, the only flag that should be displayed is the American flag. If you want to put the American flag on top and put the gay flag underneath, okay, that's acceptable. Okay, that's acceptable. Or any other country, Mexico, whatever they want to do. But the American flag should have top billing only because it's the national anthem that is being sung, and it's only 90 seconds.
So do you?
After that, you want to play? You want to put Tony Walker's underwear up there? I could give you a rat's ass. That's all well and good. Okay, but especially the briefs that you wore. All right. That should be put up on a flagpole.
No, that should be burnt.
But that's the only thing I'm saying. And the American people, you know, when you watch, in my day, I don't know how it is today, but in my day, we were kids, we went to a ball game, it was all about America.
Mm-hmm.
You know, baseball was the oldest sport in America, and it was a big deal, and the only thing, listen, men took their hats off, all right, men put their hats over their shoulder, over their heart. If you were a soldier, you saluted. I can understand that that's passe, okay? But the bottom line is this. You've got to have some kind of respect, and it wasn't only the Mets, all right? And you brought this out to me, Tony. It was the National Baseball League, or whatever they call it, all right? And they did it, and the only two teams that didn't do it, because I did a little research, is the Yankees and the Texas Rangers.
Not yet.
Are you aware of that?
I bet you $1 it's coming.
Well, I don't know. Well, whether it was coming or not, they didn't do it on Gay Pride Day. Okay? So that was the only two teams. In fact, your Wednesday host confirmed that.
I guess my
And by the way,
question
your
would be,
Wednesday
did
host
they not
doesn't-
show the American flag at all?
See, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't see it, so I didn't see the broadcast. Was it not shown at all?
But that I don't know. But that's my point.
That would be my question.
But the actual flag
It was there anyway.
is there, and I do believe it stands higher
Yeah.
than the video screen. So to me, that's
you know what?
that's what counts.
I understand, and I understand why you're upset and why you're fired up. And there's always going to be people upset and fired up, and then there are going to be people who were just thrilled that finally there's some recognition for a group of people who haven't had recognition for since the beginning of the country and who have
Yeah, well,
always
so am I,
existed.
but don't do it. Don't do it while they're singing the national anthem.
I don't really take issue with them doing it but I think that they absolutely should have been showing the American flag too.
Yeah, well,
That's
I don't
all.
know.
But again, I understand why you feel the way you feel. I feel a little bit differently about it, but I get why you're upset, and I think that it was probably a poor judgment call not to at least try to. You're never going to appease everybody, but they should have at least made an attempt. And that's so. I think that was poor judgment on somebody's part.
It's yesterday's newspaper. Life goes on.
It does.
But that's me. I'm old school.
I hear
you. I'm not apologizing for it.
You
but I
shouldn't.
know if my kids or my grandchildren were going to a game, and I would try not to promote that. Only because the national anthem was singing. After the national anthem, everything
fine.
goes.
I understand. And I bet you maybe next year they'll be a little bit more sympathetic or empathetic to trying to appease everybody. There's always something that upsets someone, and then they realize, well, they made a mistake or they didn't, and they hopefully will try to rectify it.
Well, listen. I still boycott football because the National Football League didn't do anything to that quarterback that knelt down when the national anthem was playing.
Yeah, we disagree on that. I think that was more a sign of respect for a country that needs to be changed. So I still, again, everybody's entitled to their opinions, and
that's
what
what makes America great.
I agree. And in some ways change is good, and in some ways it's not, and it's really just a matter of how you feel about the different things.
This is true.
Yeah.
All right, my love.
But what will never change is that I love you dearly.
Listen.
And to Tony.
He can't get off the phone fast enough right now.
Why? What are you talking about?
because you're disagreeing so bad, but you're just not getting into it because it's Diane.
That's okay. We love each
Of
other,
course.
and that's okay.
Listen,
It doesn't
when you love
change
somebody
at all the
and
way
you
I
care for
feel for
somebody,
him. I
you
love
show
him.
respect.
I agree.
You
I love you.
You show respect. And listen, I respect you, Walker, and that's hard to do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know what you're saying. It's so true.
Oh, my goodness.
All
right.
I love you guys.
We love
Talk
you.
to
Have
later.
a great
but
day.
That's my feeling, and that's the end of that story.
All right. I hope you
Okay?
feel a little
When
better
you coming
getting
down?
it out.
When are you coming down, honey? When are you coming down, Anthony? You do.
Yeah, well, I don't know if... Maybe sometime in the summer, because I know the condo will be open because nobody rents in the summer. So we'll see.
Oh.
I usually know like a couple of days before because we have a free weekend, and he'll say, "Let's go." So
Oh, that's
hopefully
excellent.
soon.
All right. Well, you know where I am.
I do. I'll be in touch.
All right.
All right.
See you later, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Look at you trying to stir up trouble. It's not going to happen.
He asked to talk about it.
Okay.
And he,
well, that's good, and he got to talk about it. He should.
He did.
I understand why he's upset. I do. But there's always, the truth is, there's just always going to be things that happen that upset people, and some people don't like change.
True.
And it is what it is.
I do think though that one thing that has been lost in this country is respect. I don't feel people respect the office of president. I don't feel our president respects it that well either.
I was just
it's
going to
both sides.
say, I think
It's on
people
both
respect
sides.
the office, they don't respect the person.
I'm going to disagree with that because I feel going the other side. I felt Obama wasn't respected. I don't give a shit whether you like the guy or not. Same thing with Trump. It doesn't matter if
By
you like the guy or
whom,
not.
though?
But
I mean, you have to determine who you're talking.
Yeah,
Right? I mean, there's
the
always
obvious.
going to be someone who doesn't like the person, right? And
Yes.
so they're going to show disrespect. And again, one of the things that makes this country great is that you supposedly can do that. Although a United States senator was pulled out of thrown to the floor, put in handcuffs, and thrown out of a meeting with the Homeland Security lady because she didn't like the question he asked.
Oh.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah.
So we're really running we're on a slippery slope right now. Yes,
since social media, I think it's the respect factor has lessened. People get too brave, and things get said that I just.
We should be able to say things.
Yeah, but you can still say something respectfully.
Give me liberty or give me death. Patrick Henry, those guys were heroes, but
Absolutely.
this is just on a different scale. You reach more people, where you reach 10 people, and then you heard about it 200 years later. People didn't even know about him back then.
No, you're absolutely right.
Nobody didn't even know who he was till 100 years later because news didn't travel like that. So, people need to respect their personal liberties and start understanding, that the best way to do that is to get out and cast your votes and
educate yourself better.
Educate yourself and don't listen to the stories that kind of fit your narrative. Don't say, "Oh, that must be true because it's what I want to believe." Right? I want to believe it, so let's make that the truth. And that's what people need to do. And through history, we've been through worse than this.
Oh, absolutely.
And we're going to be okay. We're always going to be okay. It just,
I agree with that.
we're going to look back on this time, and it's not going to be pretty what the history books are going to say about this time.
Mm-hmm.
And, people just have to decide where they want to be in that narrative.
Yeah.
Do you want to be, the person, sitting at the lunch counter or, or the person that wouldn't let them? Do you want to be the person that, you get to choose? You get to choose. In all of this, you get to choose where you want to be in history, and that's all you're going to be, is just a part of a little piece of the story. And that's all that's how it's going to, but it's all going to be fine.
Oh, absolutely.
But people do get hurt, and that sucks, but that's just always been the case. People will always get hurt, and that sucks.
Let me go back and see what comments are here. Andrea was talking about. Oh, all right. So Vicky is translating for Andrea. She says Andrea was talking about the title of Chris Roach's show. So Chris Roach is starting a show here tonight. It's called The Psychology of Fuckery. And I was saying before you got here, I don't know what it means. I don't know what the show is about.
We were talking about the title last week.
Yes.
And,
And
right.
I don't know any more now than I did then.
Okay.
So, but supposedly the show is starting tonight, 7 o'clock. From there, not for nothing, but the pride flag has some pretty straight lines, if you ask me.
Hi, Fremder.
That was good. Andrea, you were talking about The Psychology of Fuckery! Exclamation point. I came in late, so I didn't hear it was a show. Thought it was the book. Kiss my ass, Tony Walker. Andrea, bring that ass over here and I'll kiss it.
He will too.
Oh, without a doubt. So I didn't even know it was the title of a book. So fill me in. Tell me what that's about. Pride Month, Fremder. Pride Month in the park for an LGBTQ.
LGBTQ.
Yeah.
That's cute.
During the 7th inning stretch, my wife took 2 knees on my ballpark.
Who said that? Fremder?
Yes. All right, he's got more. Pride Month, I'm sure the stadium is filled with flags, if you know what I'm saying. Flag poles. That's right, gay flag has to be on top or bottom. So many baseball jokes, I'm having a field day. I couldn't watch ball games because there was some flag standing in front of me. Goodness. Right now you can hang 100 wet towels off of John's cock. What the?
Wow.
My goodness. Fremder. Easy does it. All
You
right.
just gave him so much more airtime because he showed up last week. Look at you.
Yeah. And I'm regretting it. Scott, this new podcast by Chris Roach sounds family friendly. Yes. Fremder, here's the difference between both sides. One side cares if 100 people eat. The other side cares if they deserve to eat. All right. Easy.
You know what, Fremder? We should talk. We should talk.
Don't encourage talking to Fremder outside of this show.
I mean, listen.
Scary. Well, all right. Well, speaking of cock.
What a segue.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to.
Okay.
And then I will explain. There's a reason why I'm asking.
Okay.
And again, dead serious. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Do you? All right, I'll rephrase it.
Just ask it. Don't be afraid.
How many men have you slept with? That's what I was going to ask. But there's a reason I'm asking this. I'm not. But I'll rephrase it if you want. Do you know how many you slept with?
Of course.
Okay.
I do.
The reason I'm asking.
Okay.
Barbara Streisand
Yes.
has said that she can't remember if she ever had sex with Warren Beatty or not.
Of course she can. Well, unless she slept with so many. Is that the point? Unless she slept with so many?
Well, no, she doesn't
How
say
would you
how
not know
many.
that?
Here's a quote from her. I know I slept in a bed with him, like they actually slept, but I can't remember
If they had sex. Well, maybe she was intoxicated or something.
Could be. I swear to God, I can't remember. There are certain things I block out. Warren and I go back a long way, and there's some water under that bridge. Recently, we were on the phone talking politics, and who knows what else, when he said, I remember why we broke up. And she said, well, when were we together? Then I hung up and asked myself.
Boy, did I do that?
Right, that's exactly what she said. I hung up the phone. She goes, did I sleep with Warren? I kind of remember. I guess I did, probably once. I'm calling bullshit. How do you not remember, unless you're Walt Frazier, who claims, what was it, 10,000 women, I think he said?
That's crazy. But he's just kind of averaging out. He doesn't know, really.
Yeah, but I think it's safe to say in his case, I bet you it's over 1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Which is just unbelievable to me.
I mean, I think those guys with the groupies and those bands and have, every night somebody, probably multiple people, who knows? Who knows? Can't even imagine.
Oh, I can imagine.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
If George Clooney said to you, come on, Diane, you and your 4 friends, you would say no?
No.
You would say no to that?
Yeah, because I'm like a one-on-one type of person.
Oh. So you would say to George, no, George, it's me or nothing.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Yes. And he'd probably say okay.
Oh.
I mean, it would be crazy not to.
Fucking really.
A. Fucking A.
Fucking A, man.
George Clooney.
How would you... Right.
Right. God.
Who would turn that down, especially in that dress today? My goodness. Rusciello, 100, wow, thanks, John Big Boy. What?
Oh, because he's... who said that?
John Rusciello said
because didn't Fremder say he'd have 100 hot towels hanging on?
Oh. John Big. Yeah, but then he says, "Thanks, John Big Boy."
Yeah, well, look, I think he was insinuating that John had a massive hard on from getting so upset and about this issue that he was arguing about. I think that's what he meant with the towel comment.
Oh, thank you, Vicky. Yeah, I said Walt Frazier, and she said, "No, you mean Wilt Chamberlain." She's right.
Oh,
she's right. I meant
okay.
Walt Chamberlain.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain.
What the hell's the matter with me? Yeah, yeah, that is who I meant. Wilt Chamberlain. What's his nickname? Clyde?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Yes.
just saw a show about him recently.
And did he talk about that?
No, it was in passing. We didn't watch the whole thing. So
I wonder if your count is that
he was
high.
talking about the clothes and how he, started wearing all these,
those
outfits.
crazy
and
outfits,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then we didn't watch the whole thing.
But I bet if his count is that high, even if it is just 1,000,
There are children out there that are his.
Yes.
No doubt.
But I wonder if he forgets. Like if he had to make a list.
No.
You don't think
he
you
has
think
no
he can
idea.
name?
I bet he doesn't even know who
right.
most of them were.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No.
But that's a little sad to me. Like I like remembering who they were and how it was.
I agree.
For all your 12 what?
Four.
Four. Wow, that's awesome.
Oh, it is? Okay. That's
No, that is. Why, you don't think so?
No, I don't know. I
mean, if you want more, just say so.
No. It was one my entire life. I got married when I was 20. That was my first. And
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was, and I was married for 28 years. So, yeah. 4.
Where is he now?
He's in Lindenhurst. He's good.
Nice.
We talk, I mean, reasonably regularly. We get along.
okay.
He's remarried.
All right. That's what I wanted to know. But
he's remarried. I love his wife.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, she's terrific.
And she looks nothing like this, I guarantee. I guarantee you.
She's really okay. So he's 6'4".
Oh, wow.
And I was 5'4" until I shrunk, so I'm probably 5'3". So he's always a foot taller. And now she's actually like 4'11".
Oh my
She's
goodness.
even I mean, like, I am an Amazon next to her. She's teeny tiny little thing.
Wow.
Cute as all heck. Very, very sweet. Good to my kids. I told her from day one, if you're nice to my kids, we will never have a problem.
Right.
And we never have.
That was Sally. She was, I think, 5 foot even, but some
We
days
had a
seemed
problem
like
one
4'11".
time, but it was all me because I was like, it was that time. We were having some trouble with my older son, and I was like in a little bit of a thing with my ex-husband, and so I took a little bit of that out on her, but that was all on me, just being a bitch because I had all these feels, I was not being nice to her.
I can't even picture that.
Well, because hurt people.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's all that was. And I look back on that and I know that's what it was. And I actually said that out loud to her,
That's very big of you.
No, really, it just is what it is. It's just the truth. So, yeah, but I will honestly say I can't even remember one single time when she's ever said anything even slightly sideways to me or done anything.
Oh, that's great.
No, she's great. She's great. He's great. He'll forever be one of my closest, best friends in the world.
Of course,
and
you shared 28 years.
In this world I would not do for him. And vice versa, I'm sure, if I made a phone call and I needed something. Wow. So, we're good.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Mm-hmm. See, I'm trying to be all perverty and weird and stupid, and Diane makes it all nice. Just like the phone call with John, he was looking to brawl, and she killed it with kindness. I don't know what to do with that. Why are you so surprised, says Romeo. Diane is a lady. Well, you're absolutely right about that. John's going to change his name to Mick. Or M-I-C. Is that supposed to be Mick or Mike? And why is he changing that? I don't know what's going on. Sounds like they didn't see eye to eye. Ah, says Scott. I see what... Fremder, hope everyone had a great Father's Day. I spent mine at CVS poking holes in condoms.
Oh, and the other funny thing is we have the same birthday.
You and the
Yeah, and the new wife. So I
Really?
told him, well played, so you can't forget.
is her name Diane?
No, it's not. It's Carrie.
Carrie.
And yes, and so no.
My
We have the
wife,
same birthday.
my wife and my ex-wife are different years, but they're a day apart.
Okay. Yeah,
and
we're
they're-
different years too. I think she's 2 years younger. I'm not exactly sure, but somewhere around there.
And they both have the same first and middle name.
Really? That is funny. See, that happens. Okay.
So when we were dating and getting to know each other, and and then she tells me, I mean, of course, I knew her name, and I was divorced, and I'm like, oh shit, another Lisa, Then she tells me her middle name. I'm like,
Oh my God,
that's
this is
messed
crazy.
up. And then she tells me her birthday,
And you're like,
and that's what I actually turned to her. I said, are you messing with me? And she's like, what are you talking about? And I told her, I said, you're a day before my ex-wife. And it's crazy. But I didn't have to change any Christmas decorations or towels.
I mean, there are upsides to such things,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
I think I did as a joke. The first Christmas after we moved in together, I think I did put up a Christmas decoration that said Lisa and Tony, just to bust their balls. But yeah. Oh yeah, and my ex-wife claims that still to this day she gets mail that's meant for my wife now, but I don't know.
Does she live nearby?
No, she's on the island, but no,
but okay,
she's
so she's on the island.
she's way out in Suffolk, so
Okay,
it's
all right.
at least an hour away.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not a different state.
No. And we didn't have kids together or anything, so yeah, there's no steady contact.
I think they're going to be moving soon. They're looking for houses down in Virginia. Maybe
Oh, yeah?
closer to my daughter, somewhere in between. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. So yeah, so when your grandson has like a birthday or something, your ex-husband's there.
Yeah, we rarely get to be. I mean, I think the last time we were all together, both families and his family too, was I had a baby shower for my daughter before he was born 2 years ago, and so all his sisters. I'm very, very close with his sisters and his brother, and you love his family. And his mom was like a second mother to me, just amazing. So,
And they remained okay with you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's rare.
No, we're all good.
Yeah.
I love them. Just love them. Love them. Love them.
Nice. All right. But the point being, you remember all the people you had sex with.
I do.
Barbara Streisand. That kind of bothered me.
But you're not Barbara Streisand. We don't live her life. Who the heck knows? Like,
Meaning what? Like
think
that
she's
it's okay?
famous and well, who am we to say it's okay or it's not okay? To me,
I don't
you're
know.
talking about morality. Your morality tells you that a woman should be whatever. And
No. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying whoever you sleep with, you should remember them. That's all I'm saying. I mean, yeah.
I guess because, but that just says that
if
that's
her
an
list is so
important thing
big,
right? It's an important moment. There's more to it than
Right.
just physical, right? But
Right.
maybe when you're out and you're young and you're famous and you have money and people are coming around, maybe you don't remember. Maybe you just don't. I mean, I don't know. I've never lived that lifestyle. But
I guess that is what I'm saying. I don't know if it's okay
I think
because
I'm
you're
overly
famous.
chill about things. My kids tell me all the time I'm very chill about stuff. I'm a very much to each his own kind. As long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't really think it's anybody's business. Who you or do or don't, or what you remember or what you don't. So, whatever. I mean, could it have happened? I don't really believe it.
You think she's just? It's
But
a promotional thing. Let me make some headlines by saying something
why
so
she would
outrageous.
say it. Maybe she just thinks she's being funny and she doesn't care what the headlines are. Maybe she's just being funny, but I bet you really she remembers. I bet you she remembers.
And it's Warren Beatty. I mean,
And it's Warren Beatty. Come
Yeah.
on. I'd remember.
Well, yeah.
I'd remember.
From their hope everyone. Oh, I read that already. All right. Carol Miner's watching. Hi, Carol. Hope you're doing all right. Fremder, my wife and I got divorced because she was getting mail. Oh, Fremder. All right. Yeah. What else do I have here? All right. Well, should I? I guess I can do that one. All right. This is one I was saving for you, 'cause, you know, you're a big card player and gambler and
I am.
debt
I
collector.
love it.
I don't know if this qualifies, but I'll read this anyway.
Okay.
More than 50 years after its debut, this card game is now more popular than ever. That is especially true among young adults who organize game nights around Uno.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
I'm familiar with Uno.
Can you? I guess you could. I mean, people bet money with anything. So.
Yeah, I guess there's a way you could.
Do you enjoy it? Does this count as, like, you know, big card player that you are?
I like games. I haven't played Uno in years,
Me
but
neither.
it's fun. You know, but you can play for money. Play anything for money, really.
Yeah.
Why
Apparently, it's now they're incorporating drinking rules and embrace increasingly cutthroat variations of the game.
Okay. I think it's fun. I think
I
you know
always
what?
enjoyed it,
I'd
yeah.
much rather see people interacting with each other than doing this. So
And doing that at the same time.
Yep. Any way you can get people to interact with each other, I love it.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
Fun.
So there are competitors with different views on stacking the. So apparently because people are changing things, that apparently there's people they're butting heads over the rules of the game. Apparently people have played it different ways. There are different views on stacking the action cards, or getting everyone to agree on the true power of the wild card, and nobody can seem to decide whether staples of the game of their youth, like mandating players to yell Uno when they have one card left, are socially acceptable at a bar with strangers. Some say a wild card only lets a player change the color, while others argue it allows the player to change the color and play a card.
Well, there's a set of instructions right in the card game, but
Right.
I mean, if you want to change the rules and everybody you're playing with agrees, who cares? Again, I don't understand why people fight over this stuff.
So now Mattel, who owns Uno, they have a Show 'em No Mercy version.
Okay, so that would be right, and I'm sure they've kind of drummed up the rules and the odds, and that's good.
In the past year, Uno has become the second best-selling card game in the U.S.
Huh.
So it's this new version that's the second best-selling. Number one is the classic version of Uno. Oh, okay. Pretty much all the basic rules have remained unchanged since its debut in 1971. Right. Then it just explains. Right. Then you do have to yell out Uno when you have one card left. A version has been created, a drinking version, by adding blank cards that require the next person either draw 25 cards or take a shot. And even bars now are having Uno nights. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of different.
I like
Well,
games. I do.
Have you ever played like strip poker?
Not seriously, no.
Well,
I mean, like, you joke about it and then you start and then you never really follow through. So no.
Damn it. Have you ever played?
I've never stripped playing poker, if that's the question. No.
Yeah, well, of
Never.
course that's the question. Have you ever played Truth or Dare?
Yes.
What was the worst dare that you had to do? You don't remember?
No, it's so
See
long
that?
ago. I was a kid.
Warren Beatty was probably there. That's
I
why
was
you don't
a kid.
remember.
I don't remember.
Oh, you were a kid?
And I would always take truth because I never had much to hide. You know, when I was a kid, it was.
When you were a kid, okay. I was going to say.
Now, I'd rather usually tell the truth than take a dare.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say we should play that on the air someday, but that could get bad.
I'm game.
Oh, yeah?
I'm game. Yeah, I would play.
Really?
I would play, yeah. Yeah, I'll do it.
She's left me speechless. Should we do it now?
No. No, we should have more people.
Oh,
There
okay.
should be more people.
Not Fremder.
Not Fremder, and probably not Frank, because Frank, there's just nothing.
Frank wouldn't do it.
He'd tell the truth all the way around. No, he'd do it, but he's not going to do a dare.
He would. No, he. Yeah,
No,
that's
he
why
wouldn't
he
do
would do
it?
it.
Okay.
We played years ago. What game were we playing? We were at Lisa's family for Christmas. My mother and my brother used to come with us to Lisa's parents. What game? And we were playing some game with the whole family. It wasn't anything risque or dirty. The kids were there and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what game it was, but yeah, he wouldn't play. And they were saying, "Come on, play." He actually ran out of the room.
Why?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. He won't play games.
Who is that? Is that him?
It's Romeo again.
Oh, okay. He's warning me not to play Truth or Dare with you.
You've had a change of heart over this flag thing, and you're going to yell at her.
Hey Walker, cat got your tongue?
Yes.
This little girl left you speechless.
Yes, totally did. Well, look who's talking. You wouldn't be able to play Truth or Dare with her. You'd have a heart attack in seconds.
Oh, I play Truth or Dare with anybody. What do I care?
What do I care? I'm ready to. I could tell the secrets now.
Exactly
I
right.
don't care.
At this stage of the game, listen, my life is an open book.
Let's do it.
But everybody talks about Uno. Diane, did you ever play Phase 10? The game Phase 10?
No, but I've seen it. Is it good?
Oh, it's great. Dawn and I play almost every night. It's
really?
Great.
All right, I'm going to get it.
Yes, you got to get Phase 10.
You can just play with 2 people?
You're supposed to play with 4, but Dawn and I play with 2 because
okay.
There's nothing else to do here. But
awesome.
Look at each other's faces. So
I'm going to get it.
Play Phase 10.
I love games. That's great.
Yeah, and anytime you want to do Truth or Dare on the air, Walker. All right, I will be a big participant.
All right, he'll play.
Sure,
See?
absolutely.
Yay.
Yeah, but
Let's do it.
But it's hard to dare somebody over the phone.
Because he's going to just tell
No,
the
it's
truth.
not.
Because you can ask him whatever you want.
Oh, because he's going to tell the truth.
It could be a version like Truth or Dare, and I don't know. You figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We can figure out a version that'll work.
Yeah,
that'll be
game
great.
Expert. You do all these games and stuff.
Okay.
John, have you forgotten people that you've slept with?
To be honest with you, did I forget? No. But listen, going back to my youth, when I worked in the South Bronx,
He got around a little bit.
Yeah, there was. It wasn't. I wouldn't call them sleeping. I would call them. I don't know what you call them.
They call it hooking. The kids call it hooking up now.
Yeah, that is what they call
exactly
them,
right.
This is more like a hookup. Hook up and
it was a lot of car dates.
Wham bam, wham bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes,
that's what we used to say.
That is what we used to say. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was a lot of car dates.
Gotcha.
But
do you remember all their names?
Not really.
No,
I can, if I really thought about it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think 3/4 of them were Spanish.
But I mean, it's a credit to you that you don't really think about it anymore. Because who needs to think about that stuff? We don't need to. We have much more important things happening.
But I bet he remembers when he slept with Warren Beatty.
Huh? I bet you he would.
Can I tell you a story about Barbra Streisand, though?
Sure.
Barbra Streisand, she's an unbelievable star. We had her once in Carnegie Hall.
Yeah,
she had terrible stage fright.
I heard about
Yeah,
this.
I have heard that too. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I got to tell you, it was true because when she was going on stage, she broke out in a major sweat. She was actually shaking, and it took her manager, and she had an assistant or whatever they call them, to really calm her down, and she had to drink water and take a pill.
They asked her why she doesn't tour more, and she's been very open about that, being terrified sometimes. Yeah.
Oh my! Yeah, it was really it was shocking because once she got on stage, she was fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. She wasn't one of my favorites, but she put a performance on. But before she walked out, boy, she was shaking in her boots.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's hard.
Well, not really. It's
No, I mean, that's how you make your living, and it's not, you're not talking about 10 people or 100 people, or you're talking about multiple thousands of people, and then she's got to get up and go out and do the thing that scares her so much. That's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it because I don't get scared at all, and I don't even have a fraction of her talent. So, I'm very chill about stuff. What's the worst that could happen? Really.
Well, do you ever see the intro? Do you ever see the intro with Tony Walker? He walks on stage like he owns a stage.
That's because he does. What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh boy, Tony.
You have to be confident, baby.
That's a man in complete control.
That's right.
There you go.
There you go.
I like it.
All right. Well, listen. Get Phase 10. You'll love it.
I'm gonna get it. I am.
All right.
All right.
Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
I gotta make myself a note. Phase 10.
Phase
Reminder.
10.
I see it all the time. I just didn't know what it was.
I don't know it. Let's see. All right. My wife asked me if I was having sex behind her back. I replied, "Who did you think it was?" Diane has a great attitude because life is short, and if you get upset at those little things, it'll be over before you know it. Well, that's true.
Exactly right.
Vicky says she likes playing canasta and cribbage.
I've never played either, and if we ever get together, you can teach me. I love games.
You're talking about card games?
Yes, canasta and cribbage.
Scott, Barbara Streisand is 83. She probably can't remember where she put her keys last.
That is crazy to me.
That is crazy to
me
too.
I know.
I was actually it's sad to me to see these people get so old because she just released a duet with Paul McCartney. And
Listen,
neither one of them really sound that great.
The alternative is not good.
Exactly.
So
I'm happy they're still.
I am pro aging.
I am too.
Anti-aging thing. Let's try to fight it. No. Let's be pro aging. I'm excited to do it.
But it does make me sad a little bit because she doesn't sing like she used to. Paul McCartney doesn't sing like.
Of course not.
I know, but
you know what?
I love them,
but their work lives on forever, and you
agreed
can
100%.
never, right? Which is just a great thing. I think I wish I had.
I am not putting them down.
Something that makes you. It really does make them immortal.
Yes.
Frank Sinatra every Thursday night, and we did it Saturday because Anthony's parents were over for Father's Day, and I had to work, but I made a lasagna the night before I made the sauce, and then Sunday before I had to go to work, I put the lasagna together. I put it in the refrigerator so he could just put it in the oven to be ready when I came home.
Okay.
So he had the Frank Sinatra playing, but we always do. Alexa, play Frank Sinatra.
Oh, sure.
Thursdays we tend to get home really late, so we just whip up some kind of pasta that we have. So we always have Frank, and I think to myself, he's been dead how many years?
30.
And it's like he's still here.
Yes.
And that's just a great legacy to live. If you can leave something behind where people are never going to forget who you are, it's great.
I agree 100%.
How great. Love it.
Yeah. I'm not putting them down when I say they
I
don't
know you're
sound,
not.
but
It makes you sad. That
Yeah.
I understand. I just think it's all a matter of just how you look at it. Because you know what? It's the only thing we can be certain of.
Well, true.
We're all gonna die, but we're not all gonna get old, and so I'm hoping I'm one that gets really old.
Yep, I'm with you. Fremder, I couldn't play Uno because all the green cards were missing. I have no idea what that means.
Green
you get
cards.
that? Green.
M&Ms.
Oh, green cards. I'm thinking green M&Ms makes you horny.
I know you are. I know you. Because it's Fremder. That's why.
Right. The card game called Phase 10 is better, says John. Okay. I'm not reading that one. Fremder. Tony stripping clothes and limbs. Yeah. Here we go with the Mattel changing everything with the LGBTQ no. Oh, Fremder. Phase 10, the English version of Uno, says Scott. Fremder, why am I not included in the Truth or Dare? Steaks and Knock 'em Dead t-shirts. No.
That's why. I can, you know what? I have limits.
Yeah. I do too, apparently.
So does he. This is a married man. You can't.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Before we get to Tuesday Trivia, I have one last thing to discuss with you. and I think you're going to be with me on this.
Okay.
Something that makes me very upset. A panel of chefs
Okay.
were just asked to list the number one place for French fries.
Oh, okay.
Take a guess.
Well, if we're talking about fast food French fries,
Any French fries. You know what? Fine. Let's stick
Yeah.
to fast food.
because there are so many places that I've had some great French fries.
Yeah.
But so for me, fast food French fries, hands down, McDonald's is still the best.
I agree 100%.
Okay.
I don't know anybody who would disagree. Years ago, I think just around pandemic time, there was a comedian that had a show in here, and he used to come in and join me on here quite often. Rich Rader is his name. Don't really see him too much anymore. But I went to his house. We went live from his house where he had a tray of 10 different types of French fries. I had to guess where they came from and rate them. I got 8 out of 10. And yeah, we agreed that McDonald's was the best.
I could do that with a blindfold and tell
Yep.
you which French fry belonged to which fast food restaurant. But I've had some great French fries. There used to be a place. It didn't last long. Too bad. Right across the street from Grand Prix Subaru in the little shopping center there, and they were only open for maybe a year. And they had the best French fries I've ever had.
Really?
And they would fry them crispy.
Yeah.
And then I guess refry them to make them double crispy. And then you could get lemon pepper or garlic parmesan or whatever. And they were just crispy and delicious. I will tell you, Crown Chicken has not their French fries, but their potato wedges are insanely delicious.
Really?
Crispy, yummy, perfectly seasoned. Yummy, love them.
Wow.
And Holy Cow has really good French fries too in Hicksville.
Holy Cow? That's the name of a place?
And they have a couple, Staten Island, Brooklyn.
Where
There's
is this?
A few around. If you look it up, Holy Cow. It's right across the street. It's right on Broadway, a little bit north of Grand Prix on the opposite side.
And what kind of place is it?
It's I guess
Indian?
they do. It's I guess. It's not really halal. They do, burgers, sliders, chicken tenders, grilled, fried, different kinds of, chicken sandwiches, things like that.
Oh, I got to check this out.
Yeah, it's good. And they have great fries.
Really?
Yeah.
That's one of the downsides to me with moving to Hicksville. Like, I haven't been able to find a close place. McDonald's fries are the best, but I don't always want those burgers. Because sometimes they don't sit right.
Right.
I haven't been able to find a good burger. But all right, so
I
I
would
gotta
try
check.
Holy Cow.
Holy Cow!
Yeah.
All right, I'll try that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right, so your guess is incorrect.
Well, what they said. Okay.
Yeah, according to these chefs, it's incorrect according to this panel. I can't even say it. Arby's.
No.
No way.
First of all, I would not eat anything at Arby's.
Exactly.
I find it to be offensive and disgusting and
Agreed.
foul.
100%
Everything.
agreed.
Ugh.
Yes. Yes. There is no way.
No way. They are just wrong.
I am convinced that McDonald's fries has cocaine in them because everybody loves them so much.
And
I'm all right
they,
with that.
they deliberately put the smell out through the thing, so when you drive past, you smell them. And
Is that right?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, I don't need that, though. I just know they're there. I pass the McDonald's. I'm just, French fries.
It's great.
Oh,
if
God.
they're fresh and which most of the time,
Yes.
so good.
There is nothing better.
There really is nothing better.
Wow. So yeah.
And their
Arby's.
McDouble
Yeah.
is to me a perfect burger.
Oh yeah.
And it's not a big fancy burger. It's just the McDouble. I can get the McDouble and a small fry for, now it's $5 I think,
Yeah.
but still, nothing better.
Not terribly far from where you work, in Plainview, is Fireside Deli. Been there for
I know where it
years
is.
and
I've never
years.
been there,
Oh,
but I know where it is.
it's fantastic. I've always loved this place. It's been there a long time. I've always been a fan. They just started within the past year burgers, and it's not bad. And they have the delicious steak fries.
I mean, you know, diner burgers are just, if you go to a diner, a decent diner, Peter Pan Diner in Bayshore, which had a fire a year and a half ago and has been closed, just have great burgers. And now they're going to be reopening soon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's actually another thing that I have here that I haven't gotten to yet. How diners across Long Island are closing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The diner industry on Long Island is dying. Yeah, that's a whole. I know, it's sad to me.
It's too bad. I went. I'm trying to remember which diner it was. Well, there's one still up on 231 in Deer Park, the Olympic Diner.
Okay. The Embassy.
Always packed. The Embassy is right there. I've gone. They have burgers and they have the fries, and you can get the brown gravy. You know, the fries with the mozzarella cheese. You know, those are my guilty pleasures. I love that stuff.
The Embassy Diner, which is one of the sponsors of Sports Bash, coming up at 1 o'clock with Peter. I don't think it's today. I think it's Thursday. Kevin Covase, am I saying that?
Oh,
right?
yeah. Kevin
From American
Covase,
Idol.
American Idol.
He will be in the studio with
he
Peter.
Went to Island Trees School.
Right.
Yeah.
Still a Levittown resident.
Mm-hmm.
So, he'll be joining us in the studio on Thursday. But watch Peter today. All right. With that, it is time to do trivia. Let's just see real quick. Wendy's, hands down, says Andrea. Instead of ketchup, you dip them in a chocolate frosty.
Well,
don't knock it till you try it.
Do you know they're making vanilla now too? The Frosties, but I mean, I like. Yeah, but no.
I'm going to disagree with Andrea.
McDonald's is still better, but I do like Wendy's.
I like Wendy's from when. Remember the owner used to make the commercials?
Dave.
Dave Thomas, thank you. Wendy's, I thought, was fantastic back then. Now,
their chicken nuggets are still the best.
Oh, yeah?
Still, yeah.
The burgers, the fries, I think it's all disgusting now. And it's sad to me because I used to think I used to love their burgers. Really?
I never really cared.
Oh, I used to love it.
McDonald's burgers to me are still the best. And I don't like Burger King, interestingly.
Oh, wow.
And my mother loves Burger King. So when she wants me to pick something up, it's Burger King, and I just kind of muddle through it. But
Burger King burgers and McDonald's fries, and I'm in heaven. Yeah. Nathan's fries, says Romeo. Yeah, Nathan's fries are. I love going to the Met games and getting Nathan's fries. Wendy's fries in the Frosty, so good, says Vicky. Vicky and Andrea need to meet up. Nathan's fries, yes, says Andrea, except Nathan's MIA airport. MIA, missing in action at airports. Oh, they don't have them. Oh, okay. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Nathan's in a long time.
Yeah, there are not as many as there used to be. Vicky says she misses Long Island diners and restaurants. Then Andrea says, yeah, that she misses it too. Frank Walker says Smokin' Al's in Massapequa has great burgers. I don't know if I'm going to agree with that. There have been times I've had it. I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. There's other times I've had it and I puked.
Not consistent.
I'm talking two completely opposite ends.
Wow.
From the random thought about Indian food. I don't know if I should read this. Yeah, I'm not reading that. And Andrea says she loves the Impossible Burger at Burger King.
Okay.
Andrea, I would love to go to Burger King. I would just love to eat with you, Andrea. All right. Trivia. It is time. Put your answers in the comments, and all you got to do is play. And if you ever want to come see a show here at Governors, just let me know. I can get you into most shows. And I'll go over the list at the end of the show who's playing there this weekend. So I'm going to ask 10 questions. Diane's going to answer them. You guys are going to answer them, and then I will answer them. And then I will ask them again at the end and give you the true answers. Okay. Name 3 actors from the original TV series Dallas.
Larry Hagman. Patrick. You know, the fish guy.
Yeah, that you get. Yeah. Man from Atlantis.
Man from Atlantis.
Yep.
He'll come to me. His name will come to me. And can't think of a third one right
Come
now.
on.
It'll come to me.
So many beautiful women on that show.
Well, Victoria Principal.
All right, there's your third. Okay.
No, it says you said act. Oh, okay, Victoria Principal.
Right.
Yeah.
That's actually what I was thinking when I said, come on. I'm like, how could she not get Victoria
Well,
Principal?
I was thinking men.
Oh, I did.
Yes.
Did I
okay.
say men?
No, actors. You said actors.
Oh,
You're right,
okay.
because actors is for
Cast
both
members.
Now.
Cast
no,
members.
actors is right. You're
Okay.
right.
All right. All right, I have a car question for you.
Okay.
In 2012, Toyota. Oh, this is a multiple choice. In 2012, Toyota was the world's first automobile manufacturer to produce more than how many vehicles in 1 year? Are we talking 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, or 20 million? In 1 year.
I'm going to say 5 million.
5 mil. Okay. My ear is itchy. Let's see. While on a bombing mission during Operation Rolling Thunder over Hanoi in October 1967, this man was shot down, seriously injured, and captured by the North Vietnamese. Who am I talking about?
John McCain.
Okay. Finish this Stevie Wonder song title. I believe when I fall in love.
I'm trying to think.
Great song.
I'm trying to think what song it is. I'm trying. You know.
Well, that's part of the title. I believe when I fall in love. You need to finish the title.
I'm gonna say It Will Be Forever, but I don't know if that. I don't know the title. I don't know it.
Number 5. Sticking with music. Name the musician who makes a cameo in the John Cusack movie High Fidelity.
I don't know.
Have you not seen that movie?
I don't think I have.
Oh, it's a great movie. All right.
I love John Cusack.
Yeah, he's great.
Serendipity is one of my favorites.
Okay. Grosse Point Blank.
Maybe I have seen that.
Where he's a hitman going to his high school reunion?
Maybe.
Dan Aykroyd is in it.
Yeah, I might have seen that a long time ago.
What's the girl's name? Minnie Driver, who I
love. Minnie Driver.
Yes.
Yes.
Great movie.
I just saw Good Will Hunting not too long ago. I love her.
She's great in that.
Love her.
And speaking of John Cusack, you remember Better Off Dead? Oh, you never saw Better Off Dead?
I don't think so.
Oh, my goodness.
You should make a list for me because
I will.
I will tell you every night it's a thing. What should we watch?
Oh, all right.
And we always end up, now we're through every series that so now we're looking at, it's always a movie we've seen a million times.
Grosse Point Blank, Better Off Dead. Those are the next two to watch.
All right.
I
have to make notes because I
all right, well,
remember.
For those of you who remember Better Off Dead, on January 10th, I think it is? July 10th, excuse me. Primal Scream with Nick Greystone, he will be interviewing the girl that played the French foreign exchange student, whose name I forget. Sullivan might be her last name? All right, moving on. Niagara Falls is a group of 3 waterfalls at the southern end of Niagara Gorge, spanning the border between the province of Ontario in Canada and the state of New York in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Which of these 3 waterfalls is the largest? Huh. Wow. I went hard on you today. Holy
you really did.
I don't even remember picking this question. Wow. So basically we're asking for the largest of the 3 falls at Niagara
I've never
Falls.
been there, but go ahead.
Oh. Yeah, you're not really missing much. Yes.
I want to go to Montreal. I want to drive up. I love New York State. I want to do a whole week and stop at different places.
Stop at Cooperstown.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
I love Cooperstown. Niagara Falls, the day we went, they were not letting people cross
They say
over.
the Canada side is so much more beautiful than the American side.
The American side is a dump. It's a dump.
And I don't understand.
They didn't give a reason.
We've had this conversation,
Yeah,
I think, last year sometime.
But I can actually hear people laughing and having a good time over there on the Canada side. That's how much fun they're having. I can hear it. And you can tell it's all built up and it's nice. Niagara Falls, it's all dumpy and there's nothing to do except just stand there and look at it. Yeah, awful. Okay, number 7. Here we go, a nice easy one. What was Muhammad Ali's birth name?
You didn't ask me, wasn't that a multiple choice question? What's the largest of the 3 falls?
No, the multiple choice was the
so that's not a
automobiles.
multiple choice.
No.
It
is. Pick one of the 3.
Well, do they have a name?
They do, but I don't.
Well, you don't have them, so I have no idea. Okay, go ahead.
What was Muhammad Ali's birth name?
Cassius Clay.
Question number 8. What's the matter?
I don't know if that was his birth name.
Well,
that was his name.
you'll
before
find
the
out in a little
Valley.
while, unless you want to change your answer.
No, that's it.
You're asking like I'm supposed to acknowledge.
No. Go ahead.
What's the difference between? Oh, okay. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle?
A poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle.
What's the difference?
I don't know, but I think it's going to be funny.
Yes, it just might be. Although that's a matter of opinion. But. All right, give me the definition of the word hornswoggle.
Oh, at least that's a word I've heard.
Oh, have you?
I have. Not really. I mean, I think it is to trick somebody or, to play a trick.
All right. Last question. In a survey of almost 9,000 people, both men and women said sex lasted longer when they included more types of stimulation beforehand, basically foreplay.
Okay.
Sex is better with foreplay. What are the top 2 engine revers for foreplay?
I would say kissing and oral sex.
All right. Well played, Diane Fogarty McCardle. Well played. All right, let's go back and see what we got. Let's see. Tony and Diane are the Sonny and Cher of podcasts. Most Wednesdays we get to see Chaz too.
Wow. Who said that? Fremder?
Scott said that. Oh, I can't wait to say that to him tomorrow. And then tomorrow he's bringing in his girlfriend's daughter with him, Ava, who comments on Wednesdays when he's here.
Oh, cool.
So we'll see.
That's nice.
Oh, sure. Vicky, Miami. Oh, MIA is Miami Airport. All right. Well, and it says you got to read better, Walker. How am I? Oh, because she wrote airport after that. I thought she was saying it's MIA in all airports. So I read just fine. I just didn't know what it meant. Shut up, Vicky. The lack of diners makes Fremder think we need more Greeks. Goodness. All right. Name 3 actors from the TV series Dallas. You said Larry Hagman, Victoria Principal, and...
Patrick. I don't know why I can't think of his last name.
Vicky says Larry Hagman, Jim Davis, and Patrick Duffy.
Duffy.
You get credit. Ann Rothney says Charlene Tilton, Barbara Bell Geddes, and Linda Evans.
Linda Evans would have been my only other one I could think of.
But that's incorrect. Linda Evans was on Dynasty.
Dynasty, yes.
So that's incorrect,
I'm
Ann.
glad I didn't say it.
Yeah, me too. Oh, man, was Linda Evans beautiful in her day. Fremder says Wendy's is disgusting. Okay. So you got 3. Very nice. Victoria Principal too. Wow, was she gorgeous in her. And then Priscilla Presley was on there for a while.
Yes.
Oh man, was she?
Mm-hmm. She was just beautiful.
Another example of too much surgery. Okay. 2012, Toyota was the world's first automobile manufacturer to produce more than how many vehicles in a year? 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, or 20 million? Diane said 5 mil. Romeo said 10. Ann said 20. Vicky said 10. Andrea said 20. So Vicky and Romeo got it correct. It is 10 million.
Nice.
Wow. I don't know if they've done it since, but while on a bombing mission during Operation Rolling Thunder over Hanoi in October 1967, this man was shot down, seriously injured, and captured by the North Vietnamese. We were talking about
John McCain.
That is correct. You got it correct. Andrea got it. John McCain. Vicky got it right. And Romeo got it right. And then Fremder said tits. Finish this Stevie Wonder song title. I believe when I fall in love.
It will be forever.
That is correct.
Is it correct?
Yeah,
That's
baby.
Great. Good.
Yep, great song. Oh, and John Rusiello got that correct. Wow. Andrea says his sister. What? I believe when I fall in love, his sister? What?
It would be
Andrea.
his sister.
Andrea's.
Wow.
Where's your head? And from
She was being funny.
no, she's twisted. Vicky got it right too. Excuse me. It will be forever. Yes. Fremda says it will be tits. Name the musician who makes a cameo in the John Cusack movie High Fidelity. Who got it? Vicky got it. Bruce Springsteen, John's favorite, makes a cameo, and it's a hilarious cameo. It's a great movie. Yeah. Oh, so add that to your list too. So, Grosse Point Blank, Better Off Dead, High Fidelity.
High Fidelity.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, Diane Franklin is the girl that from Better Off Dead. Thank you, Vicky. Okay. Niagara Falls is a group of 3 waterfalls at the southern end of Niagara Gorge, spanning the border between the province of Ontario, Canada, and the state of New York in the United States. Which of these 3 is the largest?
I feel like I know the name of one of them and I can't think of it.
Vicky says American Falls. That is incorrect. Vicky says she just drove through Cooperstown last week. I know. I got to get up there. I fucking love Cooperstown. I've been up there in about 20 years. John Rusiello got it correct.
What is it?
Horseshoe Falls.
Horseshoe Falls.
Yep, which straddles the international border of the 2 countries.
Cool.
Wow, very well done there, John Rusiello. All right, let's see. Oh, all right, yeah, the next question, Muhammad Ali. Everybody knows Cassius Clay. Everybody got that. Cassius Tits, says from the... Oh, my goodness. All right. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? Vicky says 1 wheel. Incorrect. Ann says Pee Wee Herman. You said... you didn't say anything.
I didn't say. I don't know. I said it will be funny.
The difference between a poorly dressed man on a bicycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle... Attire.
Attire. See, it is funny. That's good. I like it.
So stupid.
No, that's funny.
You like
that's
that
a
one?
good one. Yes.
All right.
I approve.
Well, then that just makes the joke better because
I
Diane
approve.
said so.
I like it. It makes sense.
All right. What is the definition of the word hornswoggle? Diane said to trick somebody. John Rusiello, cheating and conning someone.
Cheating. Yes, tricking, cheating. I agree. I was just going to say that before he said it, that, you know.
Yep, Vicky said it too, trying to con someone. Fremder says Viagra balls. Okay. That's what I have. It's a verb, to cheat or swindle.
Swindle.
So
Swindle is the word.
Swindle's a good word.
Good word.
All right. But everybody got it right anyway. In a survey of almost 9,000 people, both men and women said sex lasted longer when they included more types of stimulation beforehand. Basically talking about foreplay. What are the top 2 engine revvers? You said...
Kissing and oral.
There you go. Vicky said the same thing. Andrea said kissing and touching. Ann said, oh my. Fremder said sex is definitely better when foreplay. And then Ann said Fremder. I agree. Wow. Fremder's Ann's a
wow,
rock.
look at Ann getting all naughty.
Ann is a rock star, man.
Woo.
Andrea says another question, dumbass. I don't know what that means. When Andrea said his sister, she meant John Cusack's sister, Joan. Vicky is doing all this translating for Andrea today. It's much appreciated. Okay, so I think actually Andrea is the one who got it right. You got 1 correct. Kissing. Oh, no, excuse me. Sorry. Oral sex is correct. But then Andrea said kissing and touching. The answer I have is oral sex and masturbation. Oh, so she got run. What? Oh, she said kissing and touching. So the touching part would count. So she got 1 right also.
Okay.
But oral sex and masturbation are the answers I have. Well done, everybody. Well done. And I thought you rocked it as always.
Thank you.
Very nice. And now I know what your top 2 engine revvers are. That's a good thing. All right. It is.
I think they're wrong anyway.
No, it's a matter of opinion.
No,
I
I'm
believe
only
that's
kidding.
what you said.
I'm only kidding.
All right, time to go. Let's see. This weekend on the Governor's stage. Governor's here in Levittown, the main stage in the Giggle Room. The brokerage in Belmore and McGuire's out in Bohemia. Sam J is playing here at the club Friday and Saturday. Jeff Allen is here Sunday. In the Giggle Room, I think it's Thursday, Saku Ali, which my apologies. Saku was actually supposed to join us today. He told me a few weeks ago he'll be here, and I forgot to follow up with him yesterday. So my apologies, but go see him in the Giggle Room this Thursday. It's him and Johnny McDonald will be there, and Ivory Fields, great comedians. That's a fun show. Friday in the Giggle Room, you can see Peter Anthony and our very own Rosie will be on that show. This weekend, Ann La Puma, the all-inclusive comedy show celebrating Pride with Ali Walker, Mary Capone, Oscar Aiden, and a bunch of other people. That's on Saturday in the Giggle Room, I believe that is. And they will have the flag, John, so calm down. Round one of the Great Long Island Laugh-Off starts at the brokerage this Thursday. Also at the brokerage Friday and Saturday, Steve Schaefer. And then at McGuire's Friday and Saturday, Kevin Farley. That is Chris Farley's brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mike Delaquila is also playing the brokerage this week. Brian Paul, Jake Chapman. That's all this Saturday. Go to govs.com. Make your reservations to some great comedy shows. Don't forget Knock 'em Dead Comedy. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com with information on how you can hire us for your event. And, of course, Gov's Comedy Club podcast. We got Peter Schwartz coming up at 1 o'clock. We got Chris Roast tonight at 7. And Hershey and the Keeks tonight at 9. So lots going on. Coffee with Dog in the morning at 9. And then I'll be here with Mike and his little baby Ava tomorrow at 11. You have anything coming up?
No.
It's the summertime, man.
I think the next week I'll remind everybody I'll be at the Bethpage Street Fair or Bethpage Fire Department, something or other in Bethpage.
Oh, very nice.
Outdoor,
Cool.
I think open to the public event. I'll see.
With Dave?
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yes, remind us, please, next week. All right. It is time to go. Okay. Everybody have a great day. Again, we'll see you in a half hour with Peter and, and all that good stuff. Thank you as always.
Thank you.
You are the best.
Bye, everybody.
See you guys later. See ya.